What if the 49ers don't pay Deebo? This is a big time thing because if the 49ers do not pay Deebo Samuel the contract that he might get this offseason, there are going to be two implications. One, with all of the deals that are happening this offseason, meaning DK Metcalf's potential deal, McLaurin's potential deal, AJ Brown's, and Devontae Adams' potential deal, I think that if you wait one season, you're going to have to pay even more money. And I think Deebo Samuel, if he provides one more year of production like he's produced this year, he's going to be in that range, like a Devontae Adams range, in the $27 million range. So you're essentially saving about 3 to 4 million per year, which is important, especially when you have less leeway to sign a guy like Nick Bosa, who's going to have, like, he's probably going to demand $27 million a year, like a quarterback level contract. And it's important that you do it earlier than later, because if you kick out the money later, and it's going to be even more harder when you have a rookie quarterback who's going to expect more money on a second contract should he get there in Trey Lance. You have to maximize the years that you have with Trey Lance, which is important logistically because that's how you maximize your Super Bowl window. If you have a lot of young players like the 49ers do right now, but you're not paying them until later on in the years, you're going to have a lot of salary cap issues later on, even with the TV deal, which is important. And that's why it's imperative that Deebo Samuel gets paid this offseason, because if they don't, I doubt the 49ers pay him. Because if you pay him next year, you're paying him way too much money, because you're going to have to match what Devontae Adams or a guy like that makes, which Devontae Adams is looking probably to eclipse DeAndre Hopkins this offseason. That's $27 million. Look for Devontae to get 28, which means a guy like Deebo is probably going to have to get 28 and a half if he puts up another season like this season. And one thing that we've learned from this year, don't bet against Deebo. You talk about durability. He played 16 games this season. That's phenomenal. With the amount of hits that he's taking, with the amount of physicality that he plays with, and with the amount of production that he puts up on the field, that's phenomenal. So I think that Deebo Samuel definitely deserves it. But looking at if the 49ers do not pay Deebo Samuel this year, I think that they will not pay him a contract. I think they'll look to trade him after next season. Should they not? Should they wait it out? I think they pay him, or sorry, they don't pay him. Trade him before that fifth year option, and they let him go. Why? Because it's going to be too hefty, and given the options you already have, you can't pay that much money compared to what you would pay him right now, despite the immense value that he provides to your offense. It'd be a big time hit, but you'd likely get a first round draft pick, if not more, similar to like a Stephon Diggs compensation package in return for a guy like Deebo Samuel, and he get the money wherever else he goes. So I think that the 49ers either will pay him this offseason or they don't pay him at all. And they trade him for like a first round pick or more in the future, because that's how the NFL kind of works, right? If you see these contract disputes, if you see some guy holding out a training camp, it's not going to be helpful for the 49ers. And it's just not going to be helpful for culture. It's also not going to be helpful because you're going to be paying him too much money later on when you can't afford that, essentially. So it's important that the 49ers maximize their window right now, because you've got Trent Williams, who's already 33 years old. You've got a guy like Trey Lance, who's just got, after this year, he has only 3 more years on his rookie deal before that fifth year option, which is going to be pretty pricey. It's probably going to be in the $18 to $22 million range. I don't know the exact number, but it's going to be pretty pricey should the 49ers pick it up, obviously. You also have Brandon Ayuk, who will be, expecting a second contract should he get one from the 49ers in a couple of years. George Kittle's being paid right now. That money kicks up. Fred Warner's being paid right now. Nick Bosa is going to get paid like a quarterback in a couple of years. So it depends. It really depends. So that's how I'm going to be looking at it. And that's why I think the 49ers should be paying Deebo Samuel this offseason. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if I missed anything. But that's all that I have for today. Just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on Deebo, why he should remain a 49er, and what happens if the 49ers don't pay him this offseason. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.